The Madman! Welcome to Surviving the Aftermath. I'm sponsored by Paradox in order to bring you this look at this early access game. Get the game using the link below. Currently it's available on the Epic Store for $20. And I think that's value. Now remember, value isn't just because it's cheap. It's because I think there's enough good gameplay in it to be worth $20. So let's go ahead and just start up a game. No need for a tutorial. This type of game I'm actually really interested in, these survival/city builder games. You get your choice of difficulty setting, and it's actually very story driven in how hard the difficulty is, how challenging the world's in. We, of course, as master survivors, are going to choose the most difficult options possible. The planet is a barren wasteland. It feels like the apocalypse never ended, even after the aftermath. After walking for ages, this is where they stop. With this group of ambiguous misfits, insurmountable challenges face you. It's time to suffer or success. And I'm gonna choose my Value Town banner. Royal colors right there, beautiful. Welcome to Value Town. Okay, so I'm pausing it early. Welcome to Surviving the Aftermath. We are, of course, on a desert, barren world. This game is kind of the spiritual sequel, some kind of offshoot of Surviving Mars, another game I enjoyed a lot, city building, tycoon, survival type game, in the same genre as games like Banished and Frostpunk. So I'm starting off with my happy little colony here, and immediately we need to start getting some value, some basic goods. So first thing I'm gonna do is choose my stockpile and start gathering some of these planks that are around the area. Planks and concrete are needed for early game survival. Currently, these guys are all homeless. That's bad. So we shall build them some homes. I will start off with the very cost-efficient emergency shelter. I think right now where I'm at is actually the fertile territory, so I should probably not build the shelter on the spaces that I can farm. The only places that you can farm in this desert barren place are these slightly fertile areas. And we'll put it a little bit further inland as well, because I'm probably going to be expanding inland. So immediately you've got all of your colonists can either specialize in working in a building, or they can be generic carriers. Carriers are the people who go out and do stuff and build stuff. Always need to have some carriers around. First order of business in surviving. You need some shelter. You need some water. Right now I'm drinking 8 water a turn, whatever unit of time this is, and water wells give you water when built in a fertile or grass area. Of course, no grass here. You'll see that there's some nuclear waste sitting around here. Can't build on the nuclear waste, very sadly. So you need a source of water, you need shelter, and then after that, it's time to start generating value. Because we need more resources than this. So how do you generate value? Scrappers scavenge these plastic mounds. Scrappers scavenge these metal mounds to scavenge metal from it. Did I already lose? Oh no, I just need more concrete. It's like, I'm out of concrete already! And recyclers scavenge the plastic. Need a bunch of plastic and metal for a bunch of other things. Let's see, tents can hold 2 people, emergency shelters hold 6 people. It seems like the more value option to me. economical. Of course, these crappy shelters are less likely to reproduce. Colonists are less likely to reproduce in cramped up shelters like this. Too bad for the colonists, but it's okay, I couldn't sustain that many colonists anyways. So, early game, like, given the very small amount of resources I started with, we're gonna need to wait for these guys to scavenge these concrete sand planks to get myself enough resources to be able to build the scrapper and the recycler and the emergency shelter. We're about to make it to night 0, and I think we are just so close to getting that shelter in time, but not quite.
What do you want?
Too bad for these people. You'll have to sleep on the ground tonight. If I had prioritized things in the right order and not just like set up the scrapper and the recycler right away, I could have gotten the shelter up. Oh well. There's also a few bunches of berry bushes early on to get you an early source of food. I didn't set my food storage gathering because I wanted to prioritize the gathering of raw resources first, but now I think we will want to start getting a little bit of food. Alright, so now I've got a scrapper out here. Working away. Digging through the scrap for metal. And I've got someone working away here in this plastic trash pile, scavenging plastic and fiber. Very nice. So of course I'm gonna start off with the bare minimums, but yeah, good start. A productive day 1. Nice and quiet, just gathering up the resources so I can build the next stuff. So all of this stuff you're gathering early in phase 1, which is a quick phase, is to build the gate. So you're not the only ones in this world. If I rebuild this gate, other people will join this colony. There's a whole world out there. Building the gate requires 20 planks, 15 concrete, 15 metal, and 5 of the plastic. But I should only build the gate when I'm ready to get more people. Do I have a stable colony yet? A colonist is suffering from serious mutations. Cure the colonist in a medical facility. Mutating already? Okay, well, I guess we're not quite stable enough to open the gate yet, so let me set up a medical tent. Do I have the resources for this? No, we're lacking in plastic. So we should prioritize plastic. You can put not just one person in each thing, but you can put 2 people in the thing. A constant trade-off of how many general carriers you want and how many of a specific type of thing you need, so gotta constantly keep an eye on these and keep a balance of the stuff you're getting. Right now I have plenty of food, for example, so we don't need my carriers to be gathering berries at the moment. What I need is for them to be gathering concrete as a priority. Medical tent I should be putting closer to the interior. The game just very recently, I believe October 20th was the day it came out into early access. Games developers do have the intent. They have a roadmap, or rather, they're about to get a roadmap of what they intend to do with the game. The game is not complete. They intend to do many more additions to it, and you can send your thoughts in the game, and they encourage that. Throughout the course of the game, there's going to be events. Colonists want to talk. It's something about a landfill. 2 colonists approach you with sparkling eyes. An old landfill has been found, probably by the stench. An expedition might prove lucrative. An extra layer of clothing and a set of tools would go a long way in keeping the colonists safe and efficient. But I only have 2 tools and 2 clothes. So all the colonists do want to continually be updated with tools and clothing, and over time you're going to need more of those. So I don't think I can spare it. But we'll try to send them dumpster diving without the equipment anyways and see what happens. Okay, 1 colonist infected, but we got 8 metal. Nice. You're infected. A major disease is causing continued health loss. Consume twice the amount of water as healthy colonists. Well, time to man the medical tent again. Okay, and I think we are at enough planks, and our colony is stable enough that I can build the gate. The most iconic sight of every post-apocalyptic colony is its gate. After the gate is complete, you'll get many more choices and decisions to make as a group of people approach your colony, and you get to decide what to do with them. Wait, I completely forgot one of the things. So, first step shelter, second step water. Third step, I was getting so much easy food that I forgot that there's one more thing you want to do before opening the gate. That is a food supply. It's probably really bad that I haven't set up any food. The early game you get the easy free berries. Then you're gonna have to set up trappers to hunt game from forests. I think that might mean I need to build this near trees. I'm not 100% sure on that. It looks like enough trees over here. And in the long term, I'm going to want this field. Fields provide good sources of food over time, but they take a really long time to set up. Grows food slowly but in large quantities. And the gate's open! And with the opening of a gate will always come an immediate event. Survivors are seeking shelter. I get 2 adults, they're bringing along some goods, and they're also bringing along one of the people who act on the world map. Sable in this case. There's quite a few of these, very different each game. So there's a set of skills that they can get. Looks like Sable is a strong scavenger. Useful early. Not a great fighter. But certainly I'm looking to ramp up this town into a real value town. So I shall take these people in. Also, a wandering merchant is here. These guys periodically come to trade. Currently, my colony has very little to trade. 28 metal for 3 clothing. No deal. So, with the introduction of Paisley, was it? No, Sable. Let's go out into the world map. So you're not alone in this world. You begin with just your small little colony and Sable the scavenger. Right next door I have some jerky. I think we need some food, so this is pretty good. There are action points on each of the scavengers. On my first action, this was close enough that I managed to get 20 of the jerky, and on my next action I'll just take another 19 jerky and then I'll bring it back to town. And then our food supply will be solved. I think the jerky is going to carry me enough that I can, and I still have some berries, that I can go for the potatoes, which have a slow grow rate but yields medium. Going for the long-term value here. And there's also disasters, which I turned on the maximum. Nuclear fallout is coming. The horizon starts turning from blue to toxic green, and the air seems to burn your lungs. Intense radiation is a constant threat, with both colonists and crops withering and dying during a nuclear fallout. New seeds cannot be planted before it's over. Harvest crops before they wither, stockpile iodine pills, build more medic tents, or assign more workers to existing ones to help those who are in need. So our first disaster is coming in. Looting local, a couple of your colonists have spotted some sort of vehicle stuck down a deep crevasse. They want to try it nonetheless, claiming it'll be worth it. Alright, give it a shot. Free loot? Oh wow, 5 medicine. We grabbed it. Nice. Okay, so I came back with the jerky. The cool thing about this world map is that as you explore new territories, you're going to find more goods, and your explorers are going to be able to help you get more of the stuff that you think you need. So if I think I don't need plastic right now, I don't have to go scavenge it, but I could also just go scavenge it early for a nice plastic boost. So I've got our fallout coming in, and I have a pretty small colony, so I think that One medical tent is enough, but just in case, I'll build a second one. I think I need a lot of planks. Gotta always keep an eye out on these upper basic resources and continue to fill in what I'm lacking. Yeah, I think in the early game I'm just gonna keep getting what I'm offered, so there's plastic here, I'll just pick it up. Setting up a water tower to get a little bit of excess supply. The essence of these colony survival games is to make sure that you're never caught unawares, never caught unprepared. Two colonists are fighting. Pushing through a circle of people, you notice two colonists brawling on the ground. They both stand up upon your arrival and go into accusing each other. One had spent the entire day harassing the other, who snapped and threw the first punch. Both are bruised and bleeding. Punish the instigator, punish the aggressor, give them medicine, let them fight. Well, fortunately, we had an event give us medicine earlier, so I have a little bit more medicine that we can just solve this with goodwill. Patch yourself up and get back to work. The crowd seems annoyed by the non-decision, but return to their daily routines. I don't have to bring the resources back to the town immediately. I can keep scavenging for more stuff as well. Now that's value. Oh, it's a bandit. So this bandit, the bandit's on the map, and I think this is currently one of the weaker implementations of the game. There are a lot of bandits out there. They only have 6 health, and fighting is like just as straightforward as you send your guy into their guy and then you duke it out. Since our colonists have 100, pretty much you can take on any bandit. Even though this girl is at the lowest attack right now, I think we still get him. So I will go attack him and then take over his camp. Remember, early access. This is the stuff, that's the type of stuff that's likely to change. Alright, and before the nuclear fallout comes, I think I should be harvesting these potatoes right now. I managed to maximize as much value out of the potato field as I could, I think. And let's go fight these scavengers. Or fight these bandits. Intense. I did not do any damage to them. I think it was a bad roll, but also my attack is only 1. Quick, get the potatoes! There we go. Nuclear fallout has arrived. Beware of the intense radiation and heavy rain. The potatoes are now contaminated. Ugh. Alright, well, we're gonna need some medics here. Down the river. There's something curious about a nearby river. They come back empty-handed, the boat sunk halfway. Okay. Unlucky. Gotten lucky on the other events so far, though. Also, once you've gotten a bit of routes established, you can set up some roads in the camp where people seem to be walking very often. Certainly it looks like in the stockpile area, people walk around a lot. And let's try these bandits again. Hey, I did 1 damage this time. Okay, maybe these 4 defense bandits, maybe they're a little bit much for my initial fighter. So, we'll wait until I get a better fighter and then take them on. Colonist Amelia is irradiated, but it's okay. I have doctors. Aha! I have found a museum. It's full of research points, science points. The science will allow me to research some technologies. More survivors, 2 adults, 1 children, some stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna always accept more survivors. We're trying to build a huge town here. And we're gonna need more shelter. Here's another emergency shelter. I think I staggered that one off, but that's fine, whatever. Or do I care? I care enough. A bandit's at the gate. Trader bandit. A man approaches with a hefty backpack. Oi, oi, might I address whomever's in charge? A master builder is here. I can take 5 components for 7 plastic or 4 medicine for 9 plastic. That seems like a really good deal on either side. He's offering some of the more advanced goods. I'm gonna go for components. I think that's more exciting. Medicine is better for a good, stable, healthy camp, but components let me build some exciting things. High-tech stuff. I got a few of the later game goods. Parts, components, electronics, fun boxes. And I'm going to start getting some science. Managed to dig 120 science out, so let's take a look at the tech tree. Tech tree. There's food, production, colony, security, and exploration. I think early on, communal eating is pretty good. They boost food production in the colony. Produces firewood, which cookhouses use to operate. Which reminds me that another one of the ways, and I was waiting until I got more colonists before doing this, another way that I can get some of the basic resources is a sawmill. There are not very many trees around, but I guess we'll start chopping them. We survived the fallout!